Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 8 of joy. I had this memory that it's the summer solstice on the 21st. And so I'm kind of thinking, what are we going to do for the 21st? How are we going to celebrate the longest and the longest and brightest, maybe, day of the year? So I texted Catherine this morning and asked her for her favorites. And so we got knee drop, propeller, elephant, water wooshing, and pass the marshmallow. And they're all about the side body and the psoas. So let's deepen into Catherine's class and see what this does to us. So come and lie on your back and we'll start moving. Great, come. So your knees are bent and your feet, oh, 1 second. Oh dear. Oh, the music is still on. Oh. So what I said, hopefully you heard me, knee drop, propeller, elephant, water washing, and pass the marshmallow. And that was Catherine's request this morning. Sorry about the music still being on. Great, so come. So landing on your back, your knees are bent. And just start by rocking your knees from side to side. So the area that we're focusing on in this class is this from the side of your waist down through into the front of your belly. So as you rock from side to side, what's the feeling of your waistband of your trousers? And then the front of your belly down into your thigh. So slow the movement down and listen. Do you feel more sensation in the leg that's dropping outwards or the leg that's dropping inwards? Bring your feet a little bit wider and see how that feels now. What changes as you bring your feet wider? Is one side different from the other side? It's like, how do you hear movement? It's just so amazing. It's such an intriguing thing for me. How do I hear this movement? Nice. Bring your feet together and drop your knees from side to side. Your ankles together and see how that changes the movement. For me, this is more up into my shoulders, into the sides of my ribs. It's much higher in my body now when my ankles are together as I rock from side to side. Nice. So bring your feet hip distance apart and then lift your hips up off the floor. And then your right knee is going to drop down and towards the left ankle. It's never going to touch there, unless you force it. I'm not forcing my knee in any way. I'm just letting it drop to wherever it goes in its own wellness. My left bum has dropped towards the floor. It might touch, it might not. So then pop back up high and then drop your left knee down so it comes down towards the right ankle. I'm not forcing it. I'm just noticing where it goes to. Pop back up and then begin to travel. So I always feel like kind of an IKEA box that can fold in the most incredible way when I do this movement. And I really love surging upwards with my hips, having a squeeze of my bum, a push upwards towards the ceiling, and then a drop and a deepening down to the side. But I really punctuate it with a really high bridge and then a drop down. How do you make this as smooth as possible? And how do you keep your knees really healthy and well in this? This isn't about forcing your knees. It's about hearing what your knee can do and really trusting the sensations of wellness. No forcing. And just feel this. So when I rise, my hips are rising a little bit higher as I do this, as I warm into the movement. There's more opening through the front of my belly, more strength in my lower back. Just feel that. Super. Come land on the floor. Stretch your legs out long. Pause. Super. So bend both knees and bring your hands straight up towards the ceiling. And then drop over towards the left side and bring both knees on top of each other. Draw your right elbow back like a bow and arrow until your elbow comes down towards the floor. And then reach your right hand forward in front of you, out forward further than your left hand. Pull your elbow back and reach it forward. So again, we're moving this area at the side of our waist, the deep of our belly. How do you feel it now? So your shoulders are moving, of course. Your arm is moving. But allow the front and side of your belly to really be in the movement as well. So now, next time that you draw your right elbow back, draw the right knee up towards your right shoulder. Left shoulder, whichever shoulder. And then begin propellers. So gliding your right foot back, your right hand forward, right elbow back, right knee up. And again, we're now deepening into that side of belly, side of waist, deep of belly, deep of waist. How do you make this really wholesome for you? My head is always turned towards the left as I do this, so I'm not swinging my head to look towards the ceiling. Now this deep sense of really staying and keeping my eyes on the left hand. Nice. So you can, if you want, turn this into pendulum. So to turn it into pendulum, your arms and legs are straight. So your right leg is straight and your right arm is straight. And as your right arm comes forward, your right leg swings back. And as your right leg swings forward, your right arm swings back. You need more space to do this in. If you don't have enough space to do it in, then stay with knee bent, arm bent. So pendulum is where your arm and leg are swinging straight. And again, we're moving the side of our body, the deep of our waist. One more time. Oh, yeah, great. So come all the way back onto your back. Pause. Feel the difference between the left side and the right side of your body. Nice. Bring your hands together, roll over onto your right side, and bring your knees together as you pause. Just a moment. So both knees are on the floor. No, right knee is on the floor, right arm is on the floor. And then pull your left elbow back to the floor behind you. And then reach the left hand forward. Left elbow back. Left hand forward. Feel the side of your waist in motion. A deep belly. I can feel it from the pubic bone all the way up to my rib cage. This connectivity, this lengthening. Next time your elbow goes back, pull your left knee forward and begin the pendulum. Pendulum. As your knee comes forward, your elbow goes back. As your hand comes forward, your foot goes back. And so I noticed just there that when I was pulling backwards, I wasn't really rolling my shoulder backwards. So I was making the front of my shoulder work too hard. So remember that the rolling of your whole spine towards the floor helps your elbow come to the floor. So look at what helps your shoulder land behind you. How do you land a bit deeper back with your left shoulder? So you can turn this into pendulum. So your left leg is straight, your left arm is straight. And as one goes back, the other one goes forward. And again, remember that your shoulder can be on the floor as your arm goes back. How do you do that? It's a very good question. This is not pendulum. This is Propeller. No, this is Pendulum. The other one's Propeller. Nice. Come lie on your back. Pause. What really, really struck me this morning when I asked Catherine for her request was that we have this language where she can tell me exactly the moves that she likes. I was so happy. So great. So roll over and come all the way up into a standing position. Oh, nice. So we're going to do elephant and standing, and then we're going to do water whooshing. So sweep your right arm across and across the front of your belly. So you're reaching towards the right with the left with your right hand, and your left hand is on your thigh. Rounding forward, and then sweep the left hand across towards the right. And again, notice that it's this belly, ribs, side of body that we're moving into again. You can, if you want, look towards the ceiling under your armpit or your elbow as you swing with your elephant. So rather than looking down towards the floor, look up towards the ceiling. So I'm kind of looking at the top elbow as I do this. And I love kind of rounding into a squish a bit and then extending and straightening my leg when I'm an elephant. Rounding, bending my knees, so that there's a sense of into the move and then out of the move. Next time you go towards whatever side you're at, pause. Let's feel that. If it's too strong, then come out of it a bit and pause. Breathe into it. Nice, coming out. And then elephant to the other side, pause. So what I'm always intrigued with these pauses is that we can move in and out of an intensity, but when we add time, you can't be at the end of your range. So soften the movement, come out of it a bit when you add time. Feel it in your body, that sense of lengthening through the left or whatever side you're at. Nice, and come back out. Wow, holding elephant is really hard actually. Oh, nice. So bring your feet wide. We're going to come into water whooshing. Water whooshing is it's always one of my favorites. I love it. So turn your feet a little bit outwards and bring your elbows to your knees and find the angle that your feet like. So you'll hear it it's like when my feet are in the right place, I really feel my toes and my flat of my feet are connected. Whereas if they're in the wrong place, I feel like I can't engage all my toes. Whereas the right angle, I'm like, oh yeah, there you go. So find the angle that suits you. And we're going to travel to the left first. So to travel towards the left, turn your left foot more towards the left. Drag your right hand along the floor and bring your hand straight up in front of your face. And again, we're lengthening this side of belly, side of ribs. Pause. Reach a little bit more. Come up onto the toes of the right foot and reach a little bit more, like you're trying to touch something just beyond your fingertips. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Come back to center. Both elbows, both knees. And then turn your right foot towards the right a bit more. Slide your left hand along the floor. Reach. Start with your foot flat to the floor. Connecting. And then reach a bit more. So you're coming on to the toes of the left foot and trying to touch the wall beyond your fingertips. Nice. And now begin to travel. So I windscreen wiper my feet from left to right. My elbows are staying on my knees in the beginning. So there's always one elbow on a knee as I whoosh. So then try water whooshing supreme. It's where you lift even higher and you're going upwards. See how your shoulder, how your back likes that. You can bring your hand to your knee as you do the supreme. Very nice. So next time you go over to supreme, whatever side you're on, pause. Find the place of kind of connected, powerful, lengthening, supported. So your hand on your knee or your elbow on your knee should be supporting the whole arc of your spine. Again, it's the side of the body, side of the belly, deep of the belly. We're lengthening, extending, opening, connecting. Nice. Other side. Up. Really use the scaffolding of your hand on your knee to create length and support through the spine. Nice. Both elbows, both knees. Pause there. Nice. Hands to the floor. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Come all the way up to stand. Hands to your hips. And roll into your hips. And then in the other direction. Feeling the sides of your waist, the deep of your belly. Nice. Come sit on the floor. Legs are a little bit apart. Feet are a little bit apart. And then bend both elbows and have your palms face up. Okay, so this is marshmallows. So I'm sitting at a party and I have 2 bowls of marshmallows in my hands and I go, oh, would you like a marshmallow? So I turn my chest towards the left, let's say, and I reach my right hand towards the left. And I go, marshmallow? And then coming back, and then I offer to the other side. Left hand travels towards the right. I just begin to travel from one side to the other. And the pulling back of the elbow and the reaching of the hand, feel how it changes where your feet are in space. So as I reach my left hand, my left foot is moved by what I'm doing. Let that happen. Feel the interconnectedness of your body. So we're going to do double marshmallow. Turn towards the right, offer 2 hands forward. I always think it's so amazing. The front hand, how clunky this feels as I try and smoothly. So I turn towards the left, let's say, and I offer a plateau of marshmallows to this side. And my arms feel all shaky and wobbly and weird. Feel that in your body. Can you feel how, for example, if you come straight forward, you can offer forward with smoothness, but have you trained marshmallow to the right and marshmallow to the left? Super. So come in to lie on your back, all the way down, land on your back. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Bring your arms wide. Drop both knees down towards the right. And just pause there. Let your breath really sink into your belly. Let this whole belly area soften now. We were lengthening and twisting and really strengthening this area. Now we're softening and diving. So every time you breathe, can you sink and soften a little bit more on your exhalation? Nice. And now glide the left foot up until your left foot's either at the right foot or your left foot's up at the right knee. And then hold on to the left knee. Turn your head towards the left. And just settle into a twist for a moment. Nice. Come back to center. Both feet as wide as your mat. Drop your knees down towards the left. Pause there, softening into your belly, feeling the sides of your waist, the deep of your belly. Nice. And then glide your foot to foot or foot to knee. Hold on to the outside of your right knee and turn your head towards the right. And just really widen and twist and deepen here. Nice. Glide your foot back. Come land on your back. Maybe squeeze your knees up towards your chest. Just hug them in. Pause there. Let your breath and your belly deeply connect as you inhale. As you exhale. How lovely. Thank you, Catherine. That was yum. Nice. I'll see you all tomorrow, bright and early or late in the evening or whenever it is that you come and join me. And yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, I love this. Great. Joy to you. And keep finding moments of joy in your life. Had a revelation earlier. Oh, I don't know. I was walking along. I had this moment of revelation. It's gone. Damn. Oh, it was a good one. Anyways, okay, great. Ciao, ciao. Bye.